everybody, it is me, Artist King. I'm here back with another video. Hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while since I had anything to say, but since I'm trying to make some changes here, I am going to be teaching you a little bit today rather than just doing a piece of art. So we're going to be learning how to use a paint brayer, or as I call them, paint roller, because I think that's an easier thing for you guys to remember. So what a paint brayer is, it is this little thingamajig here. It's made from plastic. I'm sorry, not plastic, rubber. I'm taking it apart. It's made from rubber, that piece there. And you can see clearly that I've been using this a lot because there's a lot of paint stained up on it. So it's a smooth surface made from rubber, and it can be used to make some really awesome pieces of work. It does mainly like the background, or if you're looking at doing an abstract piece, it is perfect for that. So I found this one and I thought today I'd give you a demonstration on how we should use it. So I also found some other rollers or brayers. I won't exactly call these brayers, but I'll refer to them as rollers. So this one just has it's not connected on both ends. They come in different sizes. You know, sometimes you can take the what you call that little, God, I can't even think of the word. The thing in the middle of it, you can take it out. In this case I was trying to but couldn't get it out. But it's easy to clean them. You can just put them under the tap with soap and water and wash the paint out that you've used, you know, on there. So today I'm gonna show you two different things, two different processes that you can use. So you can use acrylic paint on this. You can also use modeling paste, which gives it really good texture and give you a good background if you're looking to do mixed media. Okay, I tried also, sometimes I use gosh, why am I not remembering stuff today? These pads, these ink pads is what they're called. Sometimes I use those as well, depending on what I'm doing, depending on the mood I'm in. So I'm going to demonstrate to you. You just take the ink and you roll the roller off of it, and then you put it on the paper. I think what's happening here is that ink pad, I probably need a new one, so you're not seeing a whole lot. But you see, you can get different things. So like you're getting a little something there. See, make you a nice little background. So as you continue to use it, I'll use a different one. I think this one has more ink in it than that black one had. So you kind of clean it off. I try to clean it off, otherwise everything just smears into one and it doesn't look that good. So I wipe it off, or depending on what I have on it, I may just rinse it off under the tap. So I'm wiping it off, and I'm gonna try and use the ink, a different color ink. So we'll see. You may get a little bit more. You may get just like what you had before. So see, you do get a little something. You know, and maybe if I tried it with the sponge, the one that has the sponge in the middle, probably I would get a better better results with that, because that might be able to soak up the ink better. But in this case, this one, it's doing it, but you're not getting a whole lot of you know, you're not getting a result that shows up very well. But depending on what you're trying to do, I mean, you can work with that. Okay, so now I'm gonna use some of the modeling paste. And I forgot to take my little thingamajig to take the paste out, so I'm gonna have to use the end of this scissors that I had on hand. So what I do, I'm gonna take some of this out and just place it on the page. Oh, I decided I was gonna use a brush. I didn't realize I did that. So yeah, instead of using my scissors, I'm using a brush. Get the paint out. Sorry, not the paint. Y'all have to forgive me today. I'm all the way saying stuff that's not there. The paste, you get the paste out and you just put it all over the page. Or maybe you might be using a canvas. So whichever one you decide, you just go ahead and you put it on that paper. Okay, so then you take the brayer. See, you take the brayer after you wiped it off, or maybe not, and you just kind of spread it. See, you spread it all over. And what happens here, because this is white, you're not really seeing the texture. Like the texture on the paper. But so after I used that, you know what? I really had to go wash that off, because if I continued using it, then it would have probably not been good. So we do that, and then I think what I went for here, I got some acrylic ink because I wanted to put some color. So see, there it is, my acrylic ink. So I'm gonna use a couple colors from there just to show you the different medium, the different products or different things. You can use the ink, you can use the paint, you can use the modeling paste, you can use the ink pads. All these things you can use with the brayer, and it will help to produce a really nice background. If you just want to do a piece of abstract art, you can just use the brayer and produce an awesome piece of work. So now I'm going to use some red. I'm just going to put a few drops over the page, because since I'm using paper, I don't want to use a lot, because then it just gets kind of crazy and it doesn't look as good as if I'd used the canvas. But since I'm demonstrating, I just decided I was going to just use paper. So see, okay, so there you go. You roll it out. You go from any side you want to go. You probably even want to go sideways. Sometimes I do that. I was going to use some tape, but I'll wait till a little later on in the video. So I'll just leave the tape for a different time. So right, so see, you could put it sideways, you could put it straight up, anywhere you want. And see, right now you're getting a nice little abstract looking thing that you could actually say, hey, this is a good piece of good work of art. So it just depends. One thing I like about this type of thing is you could do pretty much whatever the heck you want. You don't have to conform to standards. So now I decided, I think I used some dark green ink, which I never thought to combine dark green and red before, but hey, after doing this, I thought the two colors, came together really well. So look and see. So see, there you go. You roll it, use that brayer or that roller, whatever you want to call it, and you just, go whichever way, up, down, across, sideways, whatever, however you feel you want to do it. And just look and see. See, now look at that. Don't that look like a nice piece of abstract art? People sell stuff like this for millions of dollars. I've seen paintings that, so hey, maybe I could put this on a canvas and get some money. Or maybe it'll be something nice. If I want to do like a set of paintings for somebody's office, something like this might be pretty good. So okay, so we spread it. We use the brayer different ways. We spread it sideways, upside down, around, on the sides, and there's your finished piece. Okay, so then I had to go wash the brayer off, because it had modeling paste, ink, everything on it. So I washed it off, I wiped it off. So now we're gonna try something different. I'm gonna put some paint. Now if I had a rubber band, y'all would have really seen something good, but I thought I had rubber bands, didn't have any. So maybe in another video, I'll use the rubber band so you can see how awesome that looks. So I'm just going to put a piece of tape just to get a different type of texture, a different type of background. Instead of it looking exactly like what I just did, I'm going to try and do something different. And in this case, in this instance, I'm not going to use the ink pads. I'm just going to try something different. So put it back together. And I'm going to set aside the ink pads for now. And I'm going to use some paint, some acrylic paint this time. So I chose pink. I thought you can't go wrong with pink. And there's me making a big mess again. So I tried some little splotches, some little, push a little bit out the tube of pink. But then I made a mess. So I think I'm going to take out the rest of that and just spread it on different areas on the page. See, so we just get all that out, because you guys know me, I do not waste my paint because I pay a lot of money for it. So I always try to use up everything. I don't throw stuff away. I reuse canvases and stuff because I can. So anyway, here we go again. This time we'll see how different, or we'll start off using the sponge, the brayer with the sponge. and you'll see you'll get a completely different type of texture. Look at the background. It's a lot different because of course this is a sponge versus a rubber background. So yes, I said I'd try to use that. Yeah, so you could go up, down, around, you could make circles, you could go to the bottom, you could go to the side, you could go on top, however you want to do it. And you see how different the background looks. You see you have a different texture in the background. And like I said, with these, it's very easy to clean them. You just take them under your faucet in your kitchen or your bathroom and you put some soap, whatever hand soap you wash your hands with, you can easily use that and just rinse off the sponge. And you can also do the same thing and rinse off the brayer. So see, you get a background. And what I should have done, I probably should have stopped after I used the sponge, but hey, you know me, I'm always, don't know when to stop, I'm always doing something. So okay, so that, when you look at that, that is a different background to the other one. Okay, so you see you can have different patterns, different backgrounds, depending on which one you use. So then this is me trying to use some of the ink, which I probably should not have done because you're not seeing anything because the paint is wet. So the ink is not going to show. So here I go again. I should have stopped. But I decided to put some yellow just because I love color. The brighter, the better. That's the words I live by with my art. The brighter the colors, the better the thing is going to come on. So, okay, so I put some yellow and I'm trying to do it again, which I should have stopped this time with the brayer, but no, I kept on going. So, okay, so this is making for a very interesting background. And here I go with some, I think this is blue ink. I decided to put some ink on there. And this kind of changed everything. This, because I don't know. Yeah, I think it kind of made it really dark, which is really not what I was going for. But hey, interesting background. See, look at that. If you decide you want to do a collage, you have a background already made. So with that, you could do whatever you want. And I probably should have stopped right there, as I say, but I kept going. So don't forget, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please give it a thumbs up. Because you know, YouTube have this thing called an algorithm that we have. You know, leave a comment. I welcome any comment. I'll respond to them. And if you like the overall content of this channel, do not forget to subscribe. Put that notification button on. I post every Friday. So every Friday around 9 p.m. I believe, you'll see a new video that I'm putting out there. So I hope you have enjoyed this demonstration of how to use a brayer. You can use this, like I said, for abstract pieces. You can use it for your mixed media background. You could use it even if you want to do a portrait. Like if this one that's red and green, if I decide I want to put a face on there, I can do that because I have such an unusual background. No, the other one you could do, like I took a pen and I just kind of went over it a little bit. You can do that. Make it as funky as you want to. It's up to you. It's your work. Nobody tells you that these are the rules. You can go outside the lines, in the lines, wherever. It is your creation. So be creative. Do whatever makes you happy. Okay, so at this time, we're winding down the video. I'm clapping you guys because you're still watching. Thank you. I'm so appreciative of all the people that watch this video, the ones who comment, the ones who keep coming back, my faithful and loyal subscribers. I am thankful to you. So as I try to make more positive changes, I want to say again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Friday. Okay? All right. Bye now.